Hey y'all, I'm back. Figure out which buttons did what again. There I am. Hey, I'm alive. Shockingly. Yeah. Ugh. Hey Brad. So yeah. How's the old saddle feel? Feels about the same. I actually did recently fix my chair because the thing that makes it go back broke. So I had to re-screw it back in, and now I can actually sit up straight instead of back like a gremlin. So yeah. Boy. It's been a while. Been a few months actually. And I don't really have, well, actually no, I have a lot of things to say. So, yeah, the stream isn't really gonna have games or much on it. At least I don't think so. This was more just a type of stream to get my butt back into the actual seat and, talk and actually do stuff. And as well as mainly catch y'all up and talk. And hence why the stream on Twitch is called Just Chatting. Could be me have your chair break on streams that you're doing right. Fair enough. So yeah. Couple things. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and put the music here. Give y'all actually something to watch. Like I said, I'm not really gonna have games up at the moment because I have discovered one of my weeks that as a streamer I can oops, I have that screen for the one I want. Oh well, just a small thing. Yeah, I was gonna try to get some gaming in, but unfortunately it didn't work out, so I did that. Aha, perfect. So I'm just gonna throw this up on screen as a distraction, just to give y'all something to actually watch instead of just sitting here talking. So unfortunately, I am not a full-blown VTuber yet, question mark. I can at least make myself a little bigger here. There I am. So yeah, I'll do that just for giving y'all a visual. So just to provide something for your eyeballs. But what I have on screen right now is just the Gundam card game regionals that took place a few weeks ago. So this is all old stuff. I already know most of the results, so I'm just throwing it on in the background just so there's something visually happening while I talk about everything that happened. Play this. Volume low. Hopefully I'm louder than the stream. There we go. Alright. So, what exactly happened was I just got a big wave of creative burnout, is the best way I can describe it a few weeks ago. I started having a lot of ideas of how to make the stream better, of how to do things better, of how to improve the channel, how to create some more assets, some more ideas. I jokingly was talking about the VTuber thing, but that is something I have actually considered. But that is a very incredibly expensive prospect. One I currently cannot do. If I ever do make that plunge, I'll certainly have the save for it. But as of right now, I think I'm more just gonna go towards the PNG tuber route, primarily because a lot of assets that I can use I could just reuse for the YouTube, which has been one of the prospects I've started diving into in my overall hiatus, was, well, YouTube content. I've been really trying to tackle this Gundam card game stuff seriously, and it's been good. I've been really enjoying the game, hence why I've got this stream up right now, looking at the regionals. Anyway, that's one of the other reasons that it's a way easier program to work with. Which I highly do recommend y'all check out my YouTube. I've been doing daily video shorts on that channel every day for about the last, I want to say, 3 to 4 months estimate. Definitely at least around June, maybe May. I think that's when I started them. I started doing daily short videos talking about new reveals that are coming to the game, as well as updates to the game, new rule changes, new game mechanics, basically anytime there's some news with the game, I try to make a short video about it. And that's one of the other reasons I'm considering the PNG tuber route, was I could use some of the like emotive reactions and stuff like that to give a physical like identity to talk about the game in a long form format. Because unfortunately, I don't know a lot of players personally to actually do like webcam streams, and all the online methods of currently playing are either out of date or a little shoddy or what have you. Genji, thanks for giving me a sub. Which unfortunately looks like my alert box might be shot. That's unfortunate. Or it did and I just didn't hear it, which, oh well. But yeah. I've been doing a lot of stuff over on the YouTube, and it's been working. I've gotten at least over 1,500 subscribers on that, which is tremendous because I only had about 20 when I started. So, yeah, within about 4 months, I've gotten over 1,500 subscribers. So, if you're subscribed to the YouTube, thank you all so much on that. And it's been a very, very nice seeing that progress be rewarded. So, I'm very happy about that. And the numbers keep growing, so I'm going to keep doing shorts as much as I can. And I really want to do long-form content, hence the PNG tuber stuff. Which leads into something that, if you follow certain people on Blue Sky, you've probably already seen a preview of where I'm going to be going. Which gives Citra King a follow on every social media platform. He's been working really hard, and he's really helped me put this identity I'm trying to craft together. He posted a sketch commission of the direction I'm going to be going, so I highly recommend checking that out. Which goes into what I have been doing, mainly all that stuff, and what I plan on doing in the future. The PNG tuber stuff is still very much up my alley. Other things I'm looking into at the moment, I really want to finish, like actually finish a lot of the games that I've started on this channel but have not actually finished. The biggest offender of this has been Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth. I really want to finish that. However, with the way my brain works, I don't think I'll be able to just jump back into it, especially since it seems I've lost some of the VODs that game was on. So I'm probably just going to restart it in the far future, because I'm technically, as of now, 3 games behind in the Like a Dragon Yakuza series. Because unfortunately, there was a game that came out before Infinite Wealth did. It was a little like mini game with Kiryu as the protag. So I need to actually do that. I think it was I forget what the name of it was. So I'm planning on starting that first before going Gaiden. That was the name. Thank you, Nightmare Emperor. I plan on going back to Yakuza Gaiden to finish that up and then actually start Infinite Wealth proper, and then hopefully Yakuza Pirates in Hawaii. Thankfully, the next there are 2 games that Ryogo Gotoku Studios is working on right now. One of them being, they just announced the Yakuza Kiwami 3, which 3 is the weakest game of the series, so I have no qualms about missing that. I might pick it up eventually, maybe do something with it later, but I'm in no rush to actually play it. So I'm considering that as free time off. Get some water here. One of the bad things about not streaming in a long time is having to continuously talk like this is haggard on my throat now. There we go. My nose. Yeah. So yeah, that's the plan with the Like a Dragon Yakuza. That we're gonna go backwards, play up Gaiden, move on to like Infinite Wealth, then Yakuza Pirates in Hawaii. Hopefully by the time we actually finish those, we will be done before the real next Ryuga Gotoku Yuga Gotoku. There we go. RGG, I'll just say that. The real next RGG game, Project Century. The one that's taking place in the 40s. That's the game I'm really interested in. What other games do you have on your eyes to play? I'm glad you asked, Gingy. So, other games I have on my eye to play / finish. Death Stranding 2. Really need to get back into actually playing and finishing that. As unfortunately, once again, I started that right when I had my massive creative burnout. So, I need to finish that. I also need to get back into Donkey Kong Bonanza, which was the Switch game screen I had on earlier. I was going to try to play it again, but I felt like it would be better to just talk now and explain everything that had happened before I actually get into any actual gameplay or what. Sorry to disappoint. Might want to keep an eye on Irewing Valiant Record of Astera. Imagine Valkyria Chronicles meets Armored Core. Okay. That's the other thing as far as other games that I want to play that aren't actually, well, ones I haven't finished already. Oh, one more. One more game I forgot to talk about. Zenless Zone Zero. I'm about 4 updates behind on that, so I really want to catch up. I basically finished the episode 1 of the 2nd season, pretty much. So I need to get back into that and justify the characters that I have rolled for. So definitely need to get back into that. I haven't played Zenless in yonks. Exactly. So I want to get back into that. The real problem with making a gacha game being one of the games that you stream is when you fall behind, you fall behind. Because the other issue is actually getting time to schedule to stream. Taking another bit of water. My nose. Other games that I want to stream that aren't ones that I've already started. Actually, I have spreadsheets for everything, so let me go ahead and refer to that one real quick. Here we go. Games I want to start. Both of these just came out this week, so it's going to be a pain in the ass, but I do want to do them eventually. I want to do Ghost of Yotei and Digimon Story Time Stream. I genuinely might make that like a personal private time game, just so I have that for myself, versus having to restrict it to only stream. I'll think about it. I'll see how I do going through the games that I need to finish first before I start that. Super Robot Wars Y, that's another one that's probably on my list. Doesn't have a whole lot of continuity with previous games, and just basically slaps together a bunch of mecha and toku shows together, so I think that would be a lot of fun. Where's my game spreadsheet again? Games coming out that I might take a look at. NASCAR 25. That's coming out here in about 10 days. You might be surprised, but I was a huge NASCAR racing fan growing up, so the fact that we're getting a modern NASCAR game, I'm certainly going to try and check that out. Let's see. Those on my list. Pokemon Legends ZA, I am conflicted about that, because I was very, very excited for it, but then they announced the whole Day 1 DLC and also the, like, Battle Pass restricted kind of thing for some of the Mega Evolutions, and it's like, come on, Nintendo, man. You were so close to having a good game, and then you putzed it. Other than that, the only other games coming out this year I really have much of an interest are just things like Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, Metroid Prime 4, which I'd have to play the other Metroid Primes to actually justify that. Oh, there's the alert. Oh, Robot, thank you for 63 months. And Croc, thank you for 49 months. I appreciate it, y'all. But yeah, those are about the only games left that are coming out. But there are a lot of games that have come out that I wanted to take a look at. Matter of fact, let me just go down my list here. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. a game where you can punch and beat up Nazis. Absolutely, I want to do that. Sonic Shadow Generations. I wanted to play that when it came out, but things happened. Excuse me. I still need to do the Final Fantasy VII Remake 2. I need to do that game. Because I played the first one on stream when it came out, so need to do the second one and hopefully beat it before the third one comes out. There was a Power Rangers side-scrolling beat-em-up. I wanted to try that out. Dark Deity, a indie studio Fire Emblem game. That looked a lot of fun. I'm skipping Pokemon ZA. Day 1 DLC, it's ballsy, I'll give them that. Battle Pass, easiest pass of my life. Cannot transfer Pokemon to home. Killed the game for me. I spent my whole life building on my Pokemon collection since Gen 3 and Coliseum. I refuse to lose any of them. Era enough, Thunder Splits. I absolutely get that, man. Let's see. What else was on my list? The Fatal Fury game, City of the Wolves, but I want to do that. Doom Dark Ages. There were a couple of Gundam games that came out that I wanted to try. Seed Battle Destiny, the remake of the PS2 game. Definitely wanted to get my hands on that. So, yeah, I have a whole lot of games that I want to do, but there are some games I have to do first before I can even think about doing those. So I need to finish the games that I have started, and then we'll work our way through games that I have been wanting to do. Taking a quick water again. The one benefit to the end of the year as it is right now is that all the major games that were going to be announced for things like the holidays and whatnot, they've been announced. And there's no more clamoring and worrying of like, oh, am I going to be able to fit this in my schedule? Nah, not at all. So basically, future stuff is open right now. I'm going to start climbing my way through my backlog. So, as far as other things on the stream that I've been looking into doing, just to, you know, freshen things up, besides beyond the PNG tuber stuff, I have been looking into other, you know, side stuff to really help the channel out. And let's see. New emotes, that's certainly something that's crossed my mind. I've been working on that for a little while. Oh, that's where I put this. There we go, that's what I'm looking. In fact, I'm adjusting my spreadsheet so that I can do things a little easier. There we go. Okay. So, ideas I've been having to try to, like, spruce up the channel's content a little bit. Try to do some more original stuff. Tier lists, that's an easy thing to knock out. Depending on the subject, obviously, Gundam's going to be one of them. Which does lead to one of the ideas I've been having to try to motivate myself to stream more and not even just games. Basically, how do I describe it? It's kind of like a anime book club, as it were, because the truth is there are a lot of different Gundam series that I have not finished. Like I've seen a lot of the older ones, Universal Century. I know that like the back of my hand beyond some of the spin-off materials. So that's nail and done. But some of the newer stuff, and some of the stuff in between in the mid-2000s and whatnot, I have not seen. So the idea I had thought about was doing streams where I basically just give a little book report on what happened and my thoughts on what happened, essentially, of how many episodes I watched that week, my thoughts on the overall design, the characters, and whatnot. See where they rank and whatnot. Just an extra little flavorful thing. I keep saying I need to stop repeating words. I did it again. A fun thing, just to try to motivate myself to stream more. Which leads to other ideas I had. One of them was trying to motivate myself to read One Piece more, because I really want to catch up on that, especially if it's allegedly ending anytime soon. So I thought maybe like a One Piece manga book club, restarting from the beginning and then reading certain chapters throughout the weeks in between streams, and then providing updates and whatnot. And y'all, the chat, can hold me accountable on that. Like, did you actually read this week, or did you remember to read or watch, and what have you? That's something I certainly considered. Damn, nose keeps itching at the worst moment. What else is on my spreadsheet here that I've thought about? Let's see. Ha! Weird. Subathon. I thought about a subathon. Let's see. I returned with pizza. Feels weird trying to keep others to a regular schedule when I can barely keep myself one. Fair enough. Again, I'm more just considering different ideas to try to spruce up the channel's content besides just games and whatnot. Expanding my creative horizon, which was one of the reasons that I started doing the YouTube shorts for the Gundam card game. It was something new. It was a way to get stuff out there in a very short, rewarding way. And which leads to another idea I've been considering, has been long-form content. One of the reasons that I want to, you know, watch more Gundam series or read is so I can actually talk and expand my thoughts on it. Do like a raw, surface level experience thing here, and then give my deeper thoughts and whatnot in an actual video format. And the big inspiration for this was when I finished watching Gundam X, the old 90s series that came out between Wing and Turn A, essentially. Or was it between Victory? It was one of those. But it was one of the directors who did Gundam Wing immediately onto a new Gundam project. And watching that show really put my head in a different space of like, because the show got canceled early, or rather it was taken off the air early, so they had to wrap everything up pretty quick. And seeing some of the behind the scenes stuff on that, as well as the director's thoughts on Gundam as a whole and what he was trying to express it through that show, has really made me want to go, wow, I need to analyze this a little bit deeper, because there's some themes here in play. Ah, my nose. Train of thought. I need to get back on the train. Get back on the train. Back on the train. Ah! Subathon. I've certainly considered it. Just as something to try to get some more activity on the channel. Purely not in any way to try to bilk y'all for money. Like, no, only give and sub if you absolutely can. Don't overexpend yourself or what have you. And mainly because it would all go to stuff to fund and help support the channel in some way. With different forms of content I've been considering. You know, more banners, more customization stuff for the channels, you know, to make it look prettier. Contribute towards the PNG tuber idea. Just to put a more creative face on this. Which does lead to one thing I'll alleviate any concerns on. All the Zako Neko arc emotes I have, yeah, these things, they're not going away. Citrix's done a lot of great work on these, and I don't want to see them going away anytime soon, so they will be staying as is. Excuse me. My throat keeps getting dry. Those emotes will be staying on the Twitch side, thankfully. The character of the Shard Neko arc won't be going away. It'll just be... oh, what's the word I'm looking for? Repurposed. That's what it is. It might be made basically into the channel mascot, as it were, while my persona takes on a more different visual form. Let's see. Other subathon ideas. Here are some ideas I've had for said subathon. I might do like an actual stream breaking down different ideas I've had. More artwork access, assets, that's the word, for a banner, schedules and whatnot. chat picking my profile picture for a week or what have you. New custom overlays, that's something I've been looking into instead of using the paid ones that were available through Streamlabs. Which, unfortunately, I am trying to get myself away from Streamlabs, as it were, so that would only help out the process a little bit. I just need to find the right design, because I'm incredibly picky. That's one of the reasons that the whole new Persona has been taking so long, is that I bounce between different ideas, about 4 of them, of what I want it to look like, what kind of character I wanted it to be, that I wanted to express. But then I just kind of fell into my bread and butter of, okay, this is what I know, this is what I want to express and what I'm good at, so why don't we just look like that? So that was one of the conditions of my creative burnout, was that I didn't have so many good ideas, I just had a lot of ideas. They all just kind of burned into my head, and I lost track of things. Hey, Skeleton. Just kind of yapping right now. Water. Let's see. Other subathon ideas. Cat picks the next new emote I have. That could be fun. This was a fun idea I had as a subathon goal. Was... Oh! El Robot, thank you for gifting a sub to Skeleton Alpha. This idea I had in my head was, let's build meme in Transformers Tabletop RPG. So if you didn't know, Renegade Studios has a lot of tabletop RPGs based on Hasbro IPs, and one of them is the Transformers. So this was an idea I had of using the game's actual character creation system to make the MNW characters from the meme faction. Myself, Zeta, El Robot's Malice, and Rosso 6 are Sawyer, making them as characters in that system. I think it'd be super fun. The Duolingo owl is after me now. Oh yeah, the stupid Twitch ad thing. Yeah, I don't know why the owl's suddenly hanging out in Twitch chat now. It's weird. Let's see here. A new channel mascot, not replacing the Char Neko arc again, just something more generic and less, you know, copyrightable. That won't get me in any kind of trouble. A Nuzlocke, that's an idea that I've tossed around. It should be simple enough to do. Oh, this one was fun. This was an idea I had. Let's build a Hoyo tag fighter. So, if you haven't picked up on it from my Zenless Zone Zero streams, as well as my other stuff talking about Honkai Star Rail, I have indulged in some Hoyo gacha games, as it were. So, the idea being building a fighting game with the characters from the different games, which some of them have pretty huge rosters, but I think I've narrowed it down to a certain core number of them that would be practical to do. That'd be fun. Oh, this was one I had considered. Chat books an MNW Blast episode. For those of you who don't know, on the side, I help run Multiverse Nexus Wrestling. I co-book one of the shows, and I have one that I upload to the YouTube called MNW Blast, where I essentially just give all the wrestlers on the show free matches to win, beating up jobbers and whatnot. There hasn't been a new episode of it in a while because, again, of the creative burnout that I've had, but I'm looking to bring it back here soon, especially as we start transferring over to a different game. I'm working on that, so please stop bothering Doc about it. I'm getting it done as fast as I can. But the idea being, after a certain amount of subs, I would start booking shows based off what the chat wants. So that'd be something fun, and it's a way to get an experiment done that won't affect any of the main, like, show canon or whatnot. Let's see here. More card game stuff, essentially. I do, like, pack openings or what have you. Maybe more, like, overcam streams, depending on if I can get anybody interested in actually playing. Which, that's been one of the hard things about doing the Gundam card game stuff. That unlike the IDGP, the Digimon tournament that I do every quarter or so, Niantum Mechanics, thank you for the follow. The one hard part about the Gundam card game versus the Digimon card game is that I haven't been able to get a whole lot of people interested in the armor. That's the word I wanted. What the hell? Gundam Wing is the peak. The West can't compete. 5 pretty boys. Fair enough, Nance. Sorry. Reading that just kind of threw me through a loop. Now I know you're a real person. Wow, my mojo just got completely shot in the foot. Oh god, let me get some water. Good gribbity. Which, speaking of YouTube, that's something I didn't even mention until now, on the off chance, I don't know, one side doesn't like it. I'm live streaming this also on my YouTube. So in case Twitch is ever getting finicky for you, you can watch over there if you need to, or vice versa. Hopefully neither. Okay, let me clarify for this rate. I'm not encouraging you to go into one or the other. I'm just saying both options are available. There. Now Twitch police can shut up. Co-streaming's allowed, in quotes. It's just stupid market competition. Hey, first curse of the stream, and we're only 40 minutes in. I'm doing better. Auto-voting. That's the other thing. Let's see. Any other, like, subathon stuff? Yeah, those are just basic ideas I had. Other things I had, a certain amount of subs. I will stream myself playing Snood. If anyone is actually old enough to remember Snood, I found that it's apparently on Steam, so do that. A Gunpla building stream. I do have some Gunpla that I haven't built. That's on my backlog that I haven't sold or thrown out yet, so that's certainly a thing. Japanese snack stream. I picked up a lot of different snacks when I was in Japan that I know how to order internationally now, so I could be doing that. Let's see here. I could bring back Tiger Dojo for a one-shot stream. That was my own wrestling show that I used to do a while back. It used to be UCW. Then I had to take a break due to stuff. And then I brought it back as Tiger Dojo, which unfortunately things fell apart again. And I apologize for that. One of the ideas I had was a treadmill stream. I do have an indoor treadmill. It's a fairly small one, more for walking than running. So I've been thought about doing those as a sort of goal, because I do need to start losing some weight and build up my leg strength again, as unfortunately I've not been feeling very good about myself physically. So I think that would be a good way to start getting myself in shape, was just constantly walking at a brisk pace. The tricky part will just be finding things to do while walking that won't cause me to trip and bust my ass. As far as anything else, speaking of the IDGP, there will be another tournament. Knowing how you do with horror, playing the Dead Space games could be a good goal for you. Yeah, that's another thing. Horror games, especially since it's October. I think I might try to be able to squeeze in one, depending on how things go, because I really want to get back into streaming more frequently. It's just going to be finding it time to do it in between some other things that are presently happening. So we'll do. If you have a standing desk, do a tabletop RPG treadmill stream. I don't have a standing desk, but I know how I can get one, or at least like a standing thing. Desk, I think that's what it's called. I know where I can get one of those, so I could potentially do something with that. Which tabletop RPG streams are certainly something I've considered. I've had games brewing in my head. Campaigns, that's the word. I've had campaigns in my head for different systems, I've had ideas for an Avatar tabletop RPG campaign, a Transformers one, which I definitely have cooked a lot of ideas for. Any of the other Hasbro stuff, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, whatnot. It's all the same system, just with different flavors. Yes, Jinji, I've been frequently talking about the Transformers tabletop RPG forever. But yeah, I've had ideas for campaigns for different systems, but the hard part's just finding players interested and also avoiding certain things that I can't talk about at the moment, but we'll get to it eventually. Let's see here. Other things. I know, but when do I get to play? Fair enough. Need some more water. What the hell? Was that the stream or? Okay, that was the stream I'm watching. Okay, it sounded like the fire alarm to my building, which we just had a near fire miss like 2 weeks ago. Scared the hell out of my neighbors, so that got my adrenaline going for a second. I just got a Flexi Spot elevating desk, and it's helped a lot so far. Okay, Flexi Spot elevating desk. What that is? Flexi Spot elevating desk. Search Google. Okay, so these are like whole ass desks. Okay. Woo, $400. That's a lot. I'll definitely look into that option. Ah. Itchy, itchy. I think that was about everything that I wanted to chat about that I had immediately off the top of my head. My new boss has a stand desk you can put on top of it to make it standing. That was the thing I was talking about, because Veridesk is one of those, is exactly that type of thing. I think that's just the specific brand. We have those at my work at some offices, so it definitely would be something I'm looking into. Let's see. Quick breath of water. Okay, I think that was about everything I wanted to like mention. At least I could think off the top of my head. Oh, right. I was in the middle of talking about it. There will be another IDGP Digimon tournament for this quarter. I just need to find the appropriate time to do it because we've got the Thanksgiving and Christmas holidays coming up. And I don't know what everybody's individual plans are. So I'm looking into doing another one of those. And I have been considering a specific like themed type tournament. It's an idea that's been pushed onto my desk a few times. I've thought about it. I just need to actually look to the rules and specifics of it, but we'll see what happens with that. For now, let's see. We've only been going for less than an hour. You know what? I think that's good. I think that's going to be good for now. Like I said, I really just wanted to get this stream out just to motivate myself to actually get out there and do this again in some way, even if it's just chatting, just talking. Because I did feel that I owed you all an explanation, especially for those of you who stayed subscribed during that whole time. I greatly appreciate your patience on that, and everyone's patience, really, for my general absence, as it were, as I haven't been posting on Twitter or Blue Sky all that much. I just felt an overwhelming blah is the best way I can describe it. Just, like I said, I just had a lot of different ideas that came to my head at once, and it just exploded my brain and fried me for a little bit. So I couldn't really get into it. So yeah. It's been, the Widow Zaku Sweepy put down its Widow Bazooka across Mono Y. No more fighting, just nap time. Would you like me to spin a couple more variants, like the one Zaku drifts off mid-battle, or one that Zaku groupie? Whatever floats your boat, Nantum. I work from home, have been for nearly 20 years now, and invested in a really great sit-stand desk a few years ago. The brand is Uplift Desk. I do also have a cheap one from Amazon that works decently too for me to use for my under-desk treadmill. So many options these days, affordable storage on price range that make it easy to create your own ideal setup. Yeah, fair enough. I'll be looking into some different options on that, especially to try to get myself up. But yeah, I mainly just wanted to do a quick stream just to tell y'all what was going on, what my plans are to hopefully alleviate that, and also test my YouTube live stream just to see how it worked. And I thankfully found a plugin on OBS that let me do that. So, hooray! Yeah. So, as far as like when I plan on streaming again, my general schedule that I'm going to be looking at is similar to how I had it before, where it was mainly going to be some Mondays and Tuesdays, definitely Thursdays, definitely Fridays, depending on some events, some Saturdays, and some Sundays. Because that was one of the things I also developed in the time that I've been gone, in starting playing the Gundam card game, as it were, was I now go to my local game stores. I go to 2 specifically. And they mostly hold the events for Gundam on the weekends. They both hold them on Wednesday and then also Saturday and Sunday. But Wednesday is Unexpectables Day. I close off everything so I can watch that. But one store has the Saturday game, and I also do No Love War Extra with Burnout Vaughn on his channel. So catch that. We're near towards the end game of Fate Extra CCC. So definitely tune in for that next week. We had to cancel last week because there was a new starter deck that came out for the Gundam card game that I really wanted to be there for. So that was my B. But next week we should be back with the one of the last episodes for that. And then we'll figure out what we play from there. As for Sundays, yeah, that also depends because I try to go to the store, another store that's closer on every one of their Sunday games if I can make it. And I also had to use that day to record MNW Warzone most days. So, yeah. Deathpool comes, Ravenloft approaches. Yeah, I'm gonna have to talk to Vaughn about that. Because I don't know if we're gonna be doing it. Because we didn't even know they were still gonna do Ravenloft with how the schedules were keeping up. But Bosco's apparently gonna be doing it Monday, so we'll figure something out, maybe? Which, hell, that'll probably make streaming Mondays also impossible because I have to be there for that. Damn. Oh well. But, yeah. That's pretty much what this stream was all about. I just wanted to talk to y'all, let y'all know what was happening, and what I'm going to be doing to hopefully alleviate some of the problems that have come up. Wait. Robot? Wait. Bob! Bob, you son of a... I just clicked your profile and I saw the picture, you motherfucker. I don't care if YouTube demonetizes this live stream. You son of a... Well, we found Bob's ult. Not the first minute, you're fine. Yeah, but it's YouTube. Oh, wait. Dienta Mechanics. That was the name of her business. It completely dropped my brain. That... Fuck you, Bob. God damn it. You got me. Bastard. Hey, Beowulf. That got me good. That got me good, Bob. I needed that. I got you, Nero, and Sean now. Oh, hilarious. Great. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'll be posting some more updates on Twitter and Blue Sky here soon over what my actual plans are. And I would really appreciate y'all's feedback on some different ideas we could do to try to improve the channel, new asset ideas, new stream ideas, or even subathon goals, whatever have you. I'll post something later eventually about it, and I would really appreciate y'all just spitball ideas at me, and we'll see what sticks. But for now, let's see here. We've been going for about an hour. I think that's gonna be it for me. I just really wanted to get this out there and talk to y'all for a little. I might do something tomorrow. There's no Warzone this week, so I don't need to record anything. And other than my local game store that I need to go to in the afternoon, my schedule's pretty much open. Let's see who's still actually on right now. A couple of people. Excuse me. Had a bad hiccup there. All right now. Actually. You know, yeah, we'll go say hi to Twitch the person. I don't really have much. Twitch the person. Okay, yep. I remembered how to do that. I didn't stop. Yeah, as far as any raid message, I don't have any. I'm very bad at coming up with raid messages. I need to get better at that. If you're subbed to the channel, just use the Zaku raid emote. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me, y'all. I'll try and do something tomorrow, but we'll see what happens. All right, y'all take care. Have a good day.